The Giants have chosen to put all of their faith back into Eli, deciding not to take a quarterback with the second overall pick. Did they make a mistake? Or are none of these guys better than the 35-year-old two-time Super Bowl winner? Carson Wentz was the leading MVP candidate before his season ended in Week 14. With him healthy and ready to go Week 1, can the Eagles be the first NFC team to win back-to-back Super Bowls since 1994? Ezekiel Elliott has averaged over 100 rushing yards per game in his 2 NFL seasons. There is no doubt that he will be even more dangerous in his 3rd season, now that the suspension is behind him. But did Dallas do enough this offseason to help Dak Prescott in the passing game? The Redskins part ways with Kirk Cousins and bring in Alex Smith, who had a 104.7 quarterback rating in 2017 with the 10-6 Chiefs. But he comes to Washington with no Travis Kelce, no Tyreek Hill, no Kareem Hunt, and he inherits nothing close to the equivalent. This is the story of the NFC East 2018. The Cowboys looked so amazing during their 13-3 run in 2016 that it almost felt like that 9-7 2017 season was way worse than what it really was. Dallas was without their star running back for 6 games and was still 1 win away from clinching a playoff spot. So what happened in 2017? Was it because of the games Zeke missed? Was he that essential to the offense that they looked like a completely different unit without him? Or was it Dak Prescott? Did Dak fall off a cliff from 2016 to 2017, and that's what made the difference? Well, let's look at some numbers. 2016, Dak threw for 23 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. In 2017, 22 touchdowns, 1 less than he had the year before, and 13 picks, 3 times as many as the last year. So maybe we can chalk that to Zeke being out. There was probably more pressure on the passing game. Well, not exactly. Dak passed the ball only 31 more times in 2017 than he did in 2016. That's just about 2 extra pass attempts per game. And with the increased pass attempts, he threw about 30 yards less per game. Also, the run attack behind that offensive line didn't slow down too much, as Alfred Morris was able to rush for 4.8 yards per carry. The Dallas defense was middle of the road in 2017 as they were the year before. Not terrible, not spectacular. What you saw was the dysfunction with Zeke and the suspension looming over his head the entire season, as well as Dez and his locker room issues, and a true sophomore slump out of Dak Prescott from a quarterback that was drafted in the 4th round, who just so happened to have one of the best rookie quarterback seasons in recent history. So this is the story for the Dallas Cowboys for 2018. The bounce back. Zeke has served his suspension and can start the season on fresh legs with a clear head. And the diva receiver who was on the decline anyway is out. Year 3 for both Dak and Zeke will determine if both of them are the real deal or if 2016 was an anomaly. So with Dez Bryant out and Jason Witten retiring, let's look at gains and losses. Now, there's simply no replacing the greatness that was Jason Witten at tight end. The Cowboys seem to be raving about Rico Gathers, a guy who missed all of 2017 with a concussion and haven't actually played in a regular season game in the NFL. So the jury is definitely out on that one. But let's talk about what the Cowboys did to replace Dez. They bring over Hurns and Tavon Austin, who are both younger than Dez, and Tavon Austin, we're not sure if he's actually going to be a wide receiver or a running back, as he was kind of in that hybrid position in St. Louis, or Los Angeles, sorry. Hurns, on the other hand, in 4 seasons, has had only 1,000-yard receiving season. And Hurns had found his role limited in the last 2 seasons with the Jaguars, as he had slipped in the depth chart with the emergence of the other wideouts on the roster. So if you ask me, I don't think Hurns, and if you want to count Austin, give you combined what Dez Bryant could give you. Now they're hoping that their third-round draft pick Michael Gallup out of Colorado State can be a key addition, as one of his strengths is route running ability. He will go alongside the speedy Cole Beasley and the reliant Terrence Williams to complete what could possibly be an okay receiving core. Speaking of the draft, Sean Lee gets a partner to help terrorize running backs, as the Cowboys draft Leighton Vander Esch out of Boise State 19th overall. Analysts are comparing him to Luke Kuechly, which, if that's remotely true, could be pretty scary. Other key losses and additions: the Cowboys draft Connor Williams in the second round out of Texas, who was actually projected to go mid to late first round. He joins an already stacked offensive line. The Cowboys bring over Coney Ealy from the Jets, who will join DeMarcus Lawrence in that defensive line that ranked 8th in stopping the run last season. The Cowboys say farewell to Orlando Scandrick, who had his moments but also had some cold streaks. They'll see him twice a year as he joins Washington. Floor for the Cowboys: if all that can go wrong goes wrong, if Dak doesn't bounce back and his receivers are as mediocre as they look on paper, Zeke can't do it alone. But if Zeke has to do it alone, then the Cowboys are good for at least 6 wins. Ceiling: if this is the bounce back season and the Cowboys are in their 2016 form, I don't see them going 13-3, but I can see 12-4. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe. Please hit the bell to be notified whenever a new video comes out. Stay tuned. I will be doing a story for each and every NFL team. And once again, thank you always for watching and for your support. See you on the other side.